Duke obviously hasn't put up huge numbers offensively. What challenges do they have?
I mean, they're committed to the run game, and they got a strong arm quarterback. They got a talented wideout, and they've hit some big plays on some teams, and you can tell they have a defensive head coach, with some of the run game and the management of some of the things. But the tempo will show up here again. I think the quarterback has as strong an arm as there is in the country, and just sometimes on a lot of those RPO games, it's not super clean of whether you should throw the ball, whether you shouldn't throw the ball. And I think those decisions are hard for a lot of quarterbacks in a first-year offense because everything's not just super clean for him. But he is talented, and they've got two guys that we competed against last year at O-line, and they got a returning tight end. So they have some good pieces, and they've helped that team get to a 5-1 start.
They've won a lot of games the last 2 years. Can you just tell them there's confidence about them?
I don't really feel the confidence per se coming off the tape. I think they've executed well, and obviously those kids have had to go through a change, and it's a credit to them to come out and start fast here this season.
When you get a bye week like SmackDown, sorry, you were right around.
What have you seen from KJ Copeland that's allowed him to kind of what's been the biggest move having this role as he started building on?
Well, he's given us more consistency back there in a position that we're fighting to find it, and we played a lot of different bodies back there, more than they've ever played, and that's just trying to find the right combination of people to go out there and execute and play well so that we can count on them. So what is that? It comes down to communication, but it comes down to making the plays when they show up, whether it's tackling or on the ball. It comes down to blitzing, and so he just gives us the best of those areas right now. And I'm looking forward to seeing him coming off of a bye week, knowing what's in front of him, and seeing what that looks like on Friday night.
Just having a bye week SmackDown, kind of like in the middle of the season like this, is there a way that you can tell these guys messaging to kind of hit reset and see how things look the second part?
I mean, I guess figuratively, because it is right in the middle, and there's always a middle to everything for the most part. And so I think you can paint that picture a little bit, but bye weeks are, every staff in America gets the schedule, and everybody either complains or excited, and they come when they come, and you try to make the most of them when they're here. And obviously, we got a lot of things that we got to get better at, but we've had bye wins when the season has been different too, and they're all critical times. You just don't see the result at the end of the bye week, obviously, but we feel results, and we hope those carry over.
What have you seen from some of the freshman cornerbacks? I know those guys getting close to the year before.
Yeah, I mean, I think Charles and Kai have both showed that they belong here. I do feel confident about the three corners that we're playing. Obviously, we'd love to see more active on the ball, but if I thought those guys were just better than what we had, they'd be out there more. But they are. I mean, Kai's rolling some with the group, and Charles has been up with us practicing and getting as much. They're all in every meeting, and I do think they have a really bright future here, and I think they're as advanced, as any. Just we've been in different places with. The last time we played, the freshman corner was AZ, and he was the third corner, and he was pretty competitive in that. And right now those guys are probably a little bit more close to the fourth, and so that's kind of where we sit.
Omar was obviously more productive last week now. Was there anything that led to that?
Yeah, he's healthy, and we were counting on the experience early in the year to try to settle things down so that we didn't have many new faces on the field. And he didn't play great, and he had to sit for a number of weeks to get him back healthy. But I do have confidence that he's got a good sense of what to do. I do think he's a good tackler, and so hopefully those things continue to grow, because he's been here for a good number of years, but he's really never, he was in the rotation last year, but he was just never really full speed, and hopefully we're going to see more of that.
Anything with you guys? I know you always want to be able to make teams more one-dimensional, stopping the run. Are you guys anywhere closer, you feel, to being more, I guess, adept at stopping the run this week?
We need to be. We need to be. And the first 2 weeks, it was, where there was a big play here and there, but there was a lot of space. And even there were more 5 and 6 yard runs. I felt there were some games that we've done a really good job. In the Clemson game, there were some bigger runs that obviously led to some of the numbers being very increased, but that's still things that happen, right? But I did feel like there were more 1 or 2 yard gains, and a little bit better looks throughout the game. But then, you know, you allow 1 or 2 explosives, and you know that can't happen. So let's limit those, and let's continue to build a better wall, and that'll help us create the better third down defense.
Linebackers for this week. With one out.
It'll be more of what you saw at Clemson. Yeah, when he was out. Yeah, but very similar to that from a rotation standpoint.
Did we ask you about Sean already? Sean Murphy's anywhere closer to helping you guys? How you feel?
A little bit, and he's closer now than he was the last time we asked.
All good?
Sorry.
You're good.